The total cost of a tennis racket and a basketball is $158. The sum of 30% of the price of the tennis racket and 25% of the price of the basketball is $44. What is the price of the tennis racket? It looks deceptively difficult, but it's actually quite simple if you just draw the model. Now, I have no idea which one is more expensive. Is it the tennis racket or the basketball? Which one is more expensive? I have no idea. But I do not need to care either. I just need to ensure that the length of the bar is different, that's all. Now, take for example, I take the tennis racket to be longer. So I put tennis racket and then I put one long bar over here. Okay, and then I put a basketball, remembering my starting line. I put it as shorter. Trust me, the answer will be the same, don't worry. Now, they say the total right now, this is $158. They said the sum of 30% of the tennis racket. Okay, see, 30% of tennis racket maybe is around this much. 30% and 25% of this. 25%. These two add up together, right, will be $40. So $44. So right now I'm going to use the logic method that I taught you all previously. So it's the logic sequence. The logic sequence is the method that I taught you all last time in the previous video. So go and look for the previous video where I put a question tag, logic sequence. And now, logic sequence is like this. I'm going to use sentences. 30% of tennis, I'm going to put T, plus 25% of basketball is $44. Makes sense, right? Because this is exactly what they say, right? 30% of tennis racket and 25% of the basketball is $44. Now, I want to make either one of them to be 100%. It'll be easier for me to make the basketball 100% because I need to multiply 25 by 4 to become 100%, right? So I take this entire thing, I multiply by 4. If I multiply by 4, this entire sentence will become this. Instead of 25%, I multiply by 4, now I have 100% of my basketball. Okay? And instead of 30%, now this one will be 30 times 4 will give me 120, right? So 120% of tennis. Now, I also multiply this one by 4. So 44 multiplied by 4, this one will be, okay, maybe 160 plus 16, so 176. Okay, so now this tells me that 100% of basketball, which is one basketball, and 120% of the tennis racket, right, will be 176. Originally, we had 100% of tennis racket plus 100% of basketball give me 158. With this, right, I can actually find a difference. The difference, which is 176 minus 158, will be equivalent to 20% of tennis. Okay, because 100% of tennis plus 100% of basketball was given as 158 to us. So therefore, this entire sentence minus this entire sentence will give me 20% of tennis. Now, group of 20% of tennis would be 176 minus 158, and that would be $18. So can I find 100% of tennis racket? So 100% of tennis racket, that will be 18 divided by 20 multiplied by 100. So I'm going to use my calculator for this, saving us some precious time. So 18 divided by 20 multiplied by 100, giving us $90. Okay, so this is $90. Right, this is how you're going to do it. Remember to draw the model. So with the model, you'll be able to do this, and this is actually logic sequence. Use logic sequence. It is one of the best method for PSLE Math. It is very, very effective. Done.